the spear catcher, would be boldly the one to lead this protest. Because, in conclusion, of displacing communities, when I heard you say 1,000 plus have been displaced, it's a big no. Let us be. Let that community thrive where God put them. And it is wrong for people to come from wherever because of greed to misplace communities. Finally, destruction of nature is evil. And there will be no place in the life hereafter for those people who destroy that which God has given us. So religious leaders are bold. They do not fear. Because we are living, yet we died when we answered the call to serve. Mm-hmm. So we are not here to please anyone, but to say this, that let nature be for the sake of tomorrow. Thank you so very much. You have listened to me so nicely that I'm even afraid. Thank you. God bless you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Bishop Harari. And it is so true that religious leaders should be bold. I always say that when I was a young girl, I'm from the Seventh-day Adventist Church, and one of my pastors is in the room. When I was a young girl, one of the things that used to make me feel like I can go to heaven right there and then is the reverence through which pastors were getting into the pulpit. Quietly, majestically, holding their Bibles to their breast, and I would feel like this is the moment that I can go to heaven. And then I know that if your mother calls you that, can you come, we talk? You're like, okay, I will come tomorrow, or I will come after 2 minutes. But can you imagine if your sheikh calls you, we need to talk? Or if your pastor calls you, we need to talk? Or if your bishop calls you, we need to talk? You approach those two things differently, isn't it? Because you're like, oh my God, the pastor is calling me, what did I do? So I believe that because of that authority, people of faith should fear no one but God. You do not answer to any president, you do not answer to any king, you do not answer to any chief, but you only answer to God, being guided by your holy book. So because of this convocation, I always think that, and I still believe, that when there's no reason, there are only people of faith who can bring a voice of reason. When there's chaos.
Well, energy stakeholders there discussing the viability of Kenya's energy business, and of course calling for more green energy in the country. And of course